Welcome back to my movie review series. Today's episode will be the 2022 Netflix and Nickelodeon movie, and this one is Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie. The movie is released on Netflix on August 5, 2022. The movie is streaming on Netflix. In the year 2044, the alien Krang has invaded Earth, and the Resistance has fallen. In one final attempt, Leonardo and Michelangelo send their student Casey Jones back in time to stop the invasion by finding a key that allowed the Krang to come to Earth, though it costs Leonardo and Michelangelo their lives to do so. Casey successfully reaches the present day, several months after the Shredder's defeat at the end of the series. After Leonardo breaks Donatello's pizza box stack record, Raphael alerts both of them and Michelangelo to a theft unfolding by Hypnopotamus and Warren Stone, with the key that Casey is looking for included among the stolen items. The Turtles manage to stop them, but the Foot Clan arrives and claims the key. Back in the new lair, Raphael and Leonardo get into an argument due to the latter's growing ego. Meanwhile, Casey finds April O'Neil, who knocks him out and takes him to the Turtles' lair. He then explains his mission, and after mentioning the Krang, Splinter explains that they came to Earth long ago and were exiled to another realm by a band of warriors who created and used the key, which is a mystic weapon. The Turtles, along with April, Splinter, and Casey, go after the Foot, who have managed to open the portal. The Turtles battle the Krang, but Krang 1 drains their mystic powers, forcing them to retreat. Leonardo manages to seize the key and close the portal. To protect Leonardo, Raphael forces him to escape while he is captured. Afterward, the remaining Turtles, along with Casey, go after the Krang and Raphael, while Splinter and April remain behind to get rid of the key. The Krang manage to find the Turtles' lair through Raphael. They parasitically possess the members of the Foot Clan and send them after the key while they prepare the portal on top of the Metro Tower, the tallest building in the city. Now it's up to the Turtles and their allies to find Raphael and stop the Krang before they launch their invasion. The story of this film is very solid and well written, as while it can be predictable in some areas and it does have a few weak jokes and annoying bits, but overall this film has a great amount of great stuff going for it, like being incredibly faithful to the series it's based on while upping the ante. The film's tone is much darker with pretty high stakes at risk. The action scenes are very awesome and fast-paced. Most of the humor is pretty good and funny. There is some genuine heart and drama, and it does have some good character growth and development since we last saw them, and does act as a solid coming-of-age story. The action scenes of this film are just as awesome, intense, and fast-paced as those from the show, and do give the movie some genuine excitement, such as the opening battle in 2044 New York, the Turtles encountering some of their villains like Hypnopotamus, Warren Stone, and the Foot Clan, the Turtles and their allies battling both the Foot and the newly emerged Krang, the ambush on the Turtles and Casey in the subway, the Turtles and their allies fending off a mutated Raph and civilians, Splinter, April, and Casey fending off the Krang in the city while the Turtles board the Technodrome, and the final battle where the Turtles take on Krang 1. And these scenes can get much more brutal than those from the show, since there are moments where blood is seen. The movie does have the show's sense of humor, which is still intact, as even though there are still a few weak and dumb ones, most of the humor does manage to hit its mark and get some good laughs, such as some of the witty and snarky banter and dialogue between the characters, the dark humor, and some of the gags and visual humor. The movie also has a great amount of genuine heart and drama, as this film does have some pretty dramatic and tender moments, like Leo's arc throughout the film and learning what it means to be a true leader and letting go of his ego, certain character deaths and sacrifices, and the bond between the Turtles. The animation has gotten a bit of a boost since the series ended, as it does still have the show's signature creative art style, and it does still look very well done, with the characters all having some great designs that are accompanied by some very fluid and lively movements. The backgrounds and settings are all very well drawn, colored, and are given a great amount of detail, and there are some very well done special effects. The characters are all very well written and pretty likable, as they all have some pretty good chemistry and dynamics, wit and humor, charm and charisma, and growth and development, such as the returning characters from the show like the four Turtles with Leonardo, even if he does have a few unlikable bits, Raphael, Donatello, and Michelangelo, Splinter, April, and the Foot Lieutenant and Brute, along with some villain cameos from Hypnopotamus and Warren Stone. And the film's new characters are pretty solid too, such as Casey Jones, and the Krang, who are very intimidating and menacing villains while also getting a few funny bits here and there. The voice acting is just as great as it was in the show and results in the voice actors all giving some great performances, like Ben Schwartz as Leonardo, Omar Miller as Raphael, Brandon Michael Smith as Michelangelo, Josh Breener as Donatello, Eric Bauza as Splinter, Kat Graham as April, Haley Joel Osment as Casey, Jim Peary as Krang 1, Toxo Legundo as Krang 2, and more. The music is very good, as the score sounds very well composed and awesome, and it does a great job at capturing the movie's darker, intense, dramatic, comedic, and action-packed tone. So what is my rating on this movie? I'll probably give this movie a 9 out of 10. This movie was pretty well done, especially has done the same thing as the Loud House movie, which also a Netflix movie.